my actual eyesight. Is there the high drive? Deep center! Go! 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 We're out of here! We're out of here! Say ya, playa!
Just like they drew it up in Hollywood. Caladros, the 3-2. Swing and a miss! And the Audubon Green Wave have upset the Kingsway Dragons! And this is it for good! The Audubon Green Wave are back in the Final Four! A dog pile on their side!
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to DW Broadcasting's coverage of men's varsity.
From our entire crew, we'll see you tomorrow. Have a good one, folks.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is Dan Wilkins. Welcome to Game 3 of a triple header. And man, if we end up playing all 9 innings today, we'll be a 27-inning day. That's more than we did for the Thank You Message on Saturday, the 20th of April. That was 47 innings each, but only 2 games with the distance. What, 23 innings that day. So this is going to be a little bit longer than that. But anyways, I'm Dan Wilkins with my producer, Vincent. Folks, thanks to everybody for tuning in tonight because we've got an excellent game on the horizon in a winner-take-all. Northampton came into this tournament, or came into this Sunday matinee 2-0. They beat Brookdale and they beat RCSJ. And then these guys had to face off again in the final round of the tournament. So here we are again. RCSJ is playing their third game of the day, and Northampton is playing their second. Unbelievable. But for the Roadrunners tonight, they'll be starting their lefty Tony on the hill. Here on this do-or-die Game 3. Or excuse me, that is Patrick Tanning, the left-hander out of Cherry Hill West. The sophomore has a 1.23 ERA and 11 appearances. This is his fourth start. 22 innings pitched and a 9-1, and that is a .91 whip. 42 strikeouts. Now, he's been pretty successful. And what we're going to say here is, look, there's probably a good chance that this game doesn't go to the final. Sunset is set for 8-12 tonight. So whatever happens, happens. And these guys are going to try to play through as much as they can. Remember, they have to play 5 innings for it to be an official game and for there to be an official tournament winner to be sent to Auburn, New York. And away we go. Brendan Cummings leading us off for Northampton, to be followed up by Brandon Ratty in the 2 spot, Alexander Ruiz in the 3 spot, and Robert Farino in the 4 spot. For the Spartans and the Roadrunners, the do-or-die elimination game is underway with a ball outside. Game 1 of this doubleheader ended with a 20-9 win for RCSJ over Northampton. Swing and a miss. 1-1. Total of 4 homers in the game. 3 for RCSJ, 1 for Northampton. There's been 7 home runs total just today. Made a lot of home run calls. Tapper out towards second base. Picked up. Throw to first is in time. And Cummings is retired. 1 away. And here is Brandon Ratty.
Number 11, Brandon Ratty.
Big thanks to Rowan College of South Jersey, Athletic Director Brian Rowan, everybody else who was involved in this for having us out here today. This has been one of our most successful days that we've had on DWB, and obviously just a big accomplishment for everybody, for us to be able to cover these, you know, after being here from 10:30 in the morning to excuse me, to 3:30 yesterday and not getting a single pitch thrown. Feels nice to have a lot of baseball today. Swing and a miss. Good curveball there from Patrick Tanny. And it is 0-2. Oh, wow. Woo. 1-2. One-two misses on the curveball from the lefty Tanny out of Cherry Hill West, and it's 2-2. Here is the 2-2. And no. Wait, appeal to first says no. Man. 3-2 now. Full count. He was ahead 0-2. Now he's trailed behind. Versus Ratty. 3-2 now. Inside, ball 4. And goes from an 0-2 count to a walk, just like that. And here's Brandon Ratty. So Ratty walks, and here is Alexander Ruiz. Of course, he's on his second bat today. He broke his metal bat in a 6-4-3 double play in the first inning of of game 1. Feels like yesterday. I mean, man, 3 hours and 32 minutes for a 9-inning game. You know, that used to be commonplace at Major League Baseball, but at least you were walking around the stadium. That was a long game with a lot of offense. Don't get me wrong, it was exciting with a lot of offense, but there was just some times where it didn't have the same spark to it, and it ended up being a long game to bear witness to. But it's 0-2 now. Deja vu is the last at-bat. Throw to first, not in time. And with the sun coming down, it's getting a little hotter here just because... No, it doesn't need it. 0-2. Throw back to first, not in time again. But what you got to consider is that these guys are in a race to 5 innings. Where if you can get 5 innings done in 2 hours, which seems crazy to say, but I've seen games that, key point and key example, game 1 of this series, as a swing and a miss for out number 2, first strikeout for Patrick Tanny. The problem is that the controversy over if this game is not played to its official standing, as he lost his elbow guard on the swing, and it's 0-1. Like, that's what we're talking about here, is that if we can get to 5 innings, it's an official game, and we can play by the rules. And it gets really complicated if you don't play an official game, because let's say this game drags on and you go to the bottom of the 4th inning and there's no winner, or the game is tied. In that case, then RCSJ would get an automatic bid because they're the higher seed in the tournament, which you would imagine the flurry of comments that you would get. And what do you see right now? You're seeing a lot of pickoff attempts to Ruiz at first, or rather to Ratty at first base. You might see a lot of that tonight. Curveball swing and a miss, 0-2. I mean, this is some mind game kind of stuff here, because they know Northampton beat them in game 1, but they beat them in game 2. Do you beat them by playing chess, or do you beat them by playing checkers and just doing it just with offense? But it's 0-2, 2 outs to Rob Farino. Another throwback to first, not in time. If you think about it, this is kind of smart what they're doing. 0-2. Little tapper. Out towards the pitcher's mound. Throw to first. It's going to skip, and he's safe. A base hit for Rob Farino. And now here is Luis Beto. He had a home run, the only one for Northampton, in game 1 of this doubleheader, in game 1 of this championship. So a ground out, a walk, a strikeout, and a single. Infield now playing at normal depth. They're not going with pickoffs here. That was a strike. 0-1. But no matter what side of the ball you're on, this game is going to go down to the mental part of it. This game is going to go down to who is going to shine more when it matters most. No balls, 2 strikes. And Patrick Tanny, the lefty, delivers an 0-2 curveball. No.
Wow.
with a lot of groans from the home faithful. And it's 1-2 to Viedo. Gabriel Casso on deck for Northampton. Taps this one to the right side, picked up. Throw to first is in time, side retired. They leave Northampton off the board, but allowed 2 base runners on. Tanny gets out of the jam, and now the Roadrunners grab a bat in the bottom of the first. No score. All right, bottom of the first here from RCSJ. Northampton was left scoreless in the top of the first, and now Gavin Degnan, who homered in Game 1 of the championship with a 2-run shot to left, bats again here in the bottom of the first. (1-0). Degnan, Peralta, and Doolin. First 3 for the Roadrunners. There's a strike. D'Alessandro at 4, Polanco at 5, Hoffman at 6, Martinez at 7, Hernandez at 8, and Mastaro in right. So RJ Mastaro is playing right field for all 27 innings. As there's a rocket out to left, and a nice play to bring that one in. As Chow,
Roadrunners, number 21, Juan Peralta.
as now Degnan flies out. And here is Juan Peralta, also a home run hitter in Game 1 of this doubleheader. As we said, we've seen 7 home runs to just today. 3 in Game 1 and 4 in Game 2, that being the first game of this championship. And that's what makes the double elimination bracket so confusing. You know, I know I sound like a bit of a traditionalist, but I would rather, just from a personal standpoint, I would rather have 8 teams in the tournament and make it simple. Single elimination, you know, 1 plays 8, 2 plays 7, 3 plays 6, 4 plays 5. And I understand the point of the double elimination tournament is to kind of cut down on like teams that don't deserve to be there from playing, but you know, a lot of guys got shut out. A lot of really quality clubs got shut out of this opportunity because 3 of the 4 of them are nationally ranked clubs. You know, Middlesex was there, but they didn't, they only scored, I think, 1 run in the entire 2 games that they played and were lost. So it was really only a battle of 3. So if you put RCSJ against somebody like, maybe a Bergen County or a Camden County, one of the GSAC schools, in that first round. I mean, yes, it's more teams, but you're actually, I think, if I'm recalling correctly, playing around the same amount of games. You're playing 4 in the first round, 2 in the second round, and yeah, and a championship game. So that's just 7 games, exactly what we have here. Ball 4. And Peralta works the count full and gets the walk.
Next up for your Roadrunners, number 6.
Now to bring up Doolin, the future Pitt Panther. He'll be wearing the same shades of yellow and blue over in Pittsburgh that he is wearing here at RCSJ. Definitely going to be fun for him. I think Pitt is Big 12. I'm not sure what conference they're in, honestly. They might be Big East. I'm not sure. I think they're in a Power 5 conference. So they're in the ACC. That's what it is. One. And it's 2-1. Wasn't mentioned, but the pitcher for Northampton tonight is number 27, Ben Mostowski, out of Pleasant Valley and Saylorsburg, PA. Freshman right-hander throws a strike, and it's 2-2. 2.55 ERA, 6 starts and 14 appearances. A complete game versus Montgomery County on May 1st. Swing and a miss. He got him. And Doolin goes down on strikes. 2 away. Here's D'Alessandro.
Roadrunners, number 28, Max D'Alessandro.
53 innings pitched, 7 walks, which is quite impressive. And Peralta is over at first base. He is... What happened there? They're bringing out the trainer here. They're getting a cup of water for Peralta. I think he might be dehydrated. I mean, I'm not one to make assumptions, but definitely could be what that is. So he reached first on a walk, and after the Doolin strikeout, athletic trainers coming out along with an assistant. You see, he got a drink of water right away. Again, could be a cramp, could be a dehydration thing. We saw that happen with one of RCSJ's pitchers earlier tonight in the first game. That happened to Danny Kerr, the Eustis alum. So they're still checking on Peralta over there. Just a couple conversations going on around the diamond. As we said, the only other regional game that was going on today was Dallas Richland versus Dallas Eastfield. Richland won that game 17-4. Eastfield was the team that RCSJ beat to win the national championship last year. I think they're just letting them run that one out a little bit. He's got some sort of cramp or something with dehydration. And they're going to actually sub him out of the game. They're going to sub, this happened to Danny Kerr as well. And they're going to sub in a pinch runner for Peralta, number 13, Patrick Carback, who's going to run for him.
Number 13, Patrick Carback, is going to be a pinch runner.
Now, as far as I can find on RCSJ's website, I don't see any hitting or base running prior appearances for Carback. I've never seen, I don't see any info on the website. As D'Alessandro, look at this ball fly. 2-run home run over the scoreboard. Max D'Alessandro with his second home run of the weekend. Oh man, no doubt about it, left field. That ball cleared the scoreboard and then some. How about that for a shot? 2-0. That's home run number 8 this weekend.
Number 7, Ernie Polanco.
Here's Ernie Polanco. Whew. This one's a tapper foul. It's all good? All right, then let's take a look at that home run replay by Max D'Alessandro. I don't see any info on the website. As D'Alessandro, look at this ball fly. 2-run home run over the scoreboard. They just took away that pitch because there was a ball on the field. It's 0-1. The ball from the home run came back onto the field, so they waved it off. And now Polanco lifts this one into right center field. And it's caught. Side retired, but RCSJ gets on the board with a massive 2-run home run by D'Alessandro. 2-0. All right, top of the second. So RCSJ, for their third game of the day, gets on the board. And it's the second game in a row that they've gotten on the board first. It'll be Gabriel Casso getting us started here. Followed up by number 30, Brody Hinkle, who was not want to make an appearance in game 1. Bullet out towards second base, picked up, throw to first is in time. One away. Here's Brody Hinkle.
Next up, number 30, Brody Hinkle.
Barroso over the middle. A nice play. Got him. 2 up, 2 down. And here's John Smell.
Next up, number 16,
Or excuse
Manuel Barroso.
Manuel Barroso here. With Smell on deck, though, in the 9 spot. I mean, the only change from game 1 is that Hinkle is in the order in the 7 spot. There's a strike right down the pipe on the curveball. 0-1. 2-0 Roadrunners here in the top of the second. There is a ball just missed. Hit down the right field line. Mastaro goes over, but it's foul. 1-2. He got him. Strikeout number 2 for the former Cherry Hill West Lion. And the inning is over. We're through 1.5. 2-0 RCSJ. Bottom of the second inning, this broadcast is brought to you by Harper Driving School. 95% of students pass their Harper Driving's test on the first try. Book an appointment today for you or your child at Suite 4 of the Total Turf Complex in Pittman, right off of Lambs Road. 1-0. 6, 7, and 8 for the Roadrunners, starting off with Wyatt Hoffman. Hoffman, Martinez, and Hernandez. That one is cracked into right center field off the bat of Wyatt Hoffman, and that ball is gone. Home run number 9 on the weekend. In fact, not just on the weekend, but on the day. The long ball has been flying over the fence tonight, and there's not even any wind. Wyatt Hoffman drives one out of the yard, and the Summer Slams are back at it, 3-0. There you go.
Up for your Roadrunners, number 14, Angel Martinez.
Martinez, another fella who homered today. By the way, that first home run by D'Alessandro, estimated distance of 403 feet.
I'll sing it again.
Let's take a look at that home run replay for Wyatt Hoffman. That one is cracked into right center field off the bat of Wyatt Hoffman, and that ball is gone. Home run number 9 on the weekend. In fact, not just on 1-1 the count. Pokes this one out in front of the mound. Catcher's got it. It's a fair ball, and he's out. Close call, but there's one away.
Next up for your Roadrunners, number 9, Eddie Hernandez.
Here's Eddie Hernandez. To be followed up by R.J. Mastero, the right fielder, in the 9th spot. 3-0 RCSJ on just 2 hits here in the bottom of the second. And there's a strike called. Line shot, past the third baseman. Diving was Rosas in the left, and that's a base hit.
Next
Off
up
the bat
for
of
your
Hernandez.
Roadrunners, number 22, R.J. Mastaro.
1-0. One. Thought he made contact on that one, but it's 1-2. That one's in the right field. Mastaro's got a base hit. Now flying around second, Hernandez is going to actually hold up there. And back-to-back singles at the bottom of the order bring us back to the top for
Next
Degnan.
up for your Roadrunners, number 33, Gavin Degnan.
Two on, one out. 3-run lead for Degnan now at the top of the order. There's a high chopper out to third. They'll tag the runner at third for one, throw to first. Not in time, he got pulled off the bag.
Yeah. Wow.
I'm saying he got pulled off the bag there.
Next up for your Roadrunners, number 25, Joe Spacavento.
So here's Spacavento now. He is taking over for Peralta. So the pinch runner, that being the pitcher, was just a temporary move, obviously, because that pitcher has no at-bats. And now Spacavento is coming on as like a more permanent replacement. So now 2 on and 2 out. But they did get the lead runner at third, so there's a positive there.
Come on, Joe, you got it. Come on, back.
Spacavento walked his first time. One-0 to the lefty. Is a strike. 1-1.
You're good, Joe. Come on, you got it. Come on, back. Let's go, Spack. You got it.
1 ball, 1 strike. Little tapper over towards second base. Picked up. Throw to first is going to be in time, and the inning is over. RCSJ gets a run home on a solo shot to right center by Wyatt Hoffman. We go to the third inning here at Gloucester, 3-0. Top of the third. 9-1-2 for Northampton. Smale, Cummings, and Ratty. Bunt rolled up the line, foul. It's got to be the 6th or 7th time they've asked for more baseballs. They've been running through them like there's no tomorrow. So 2 home runs have defined this game so far. 2-run shot by D'Alessandro, no doubt, and Hoffman drove one out into the gap in right center. Fouled back. Ooh, 1 and 2. Just missed.
Come on, Pat, you got it.
That one is down and away, 2-0.
Come on, Pat, you got it, you got it.
2-2 now. That one's outside. 3-2. And Tanny trying to stay steady here. 3-2. Full count. Poked foul. So Smell keeping this at-bat alive.
Come on, Pat, you got
Strike 3. Smell disagreed with it. He took a huge hop.
Next up, number 7.
Obviously not happy with that call. Looked like it might have touched the outside corner. And there's one away. Strikeout number 3 for Tanny. So Cummings, who grounded out to second base his first time. This one's poked out towards left field. That's going to be a fair ball into the towards the corner. Cummings holds and gets aboard here.
Next up, number 11, Brandon Ratty.
So here's Brandon Ratty. He got the start on the hill in game 1 of this doubleheader of this championship series. Throw to first, not in time.
Come on, Pat, you got it.
Misses, 1-0. So right now, we're at 6:23, so we have just a hair under 2 hours to get this game in, which is entirely possible. You're already through the first 2 innings. I mean, like I said, the shortest 7-inning game I've ever done was just a couple days ago with Sterling and Audubon. That was 1 hour 26 minutes for just 7 innings. Foul tip, and it's 1-2 to Ratty. I'm surprised that Cummings hasn't tried to break the ice a little bit with a stolen base. He's got 45 of them this year, tied for the lead nationally in NJCAA Division III. And now they've got him in a pickle. Sweet and sour. He's gonna get around it. Now he's gonna still be in trouble. And he got him. 2 outs. So Cummings gets himself into a pickle, and RCSJ gets out of it like bread and butter. 1-2. Vince, I don't think you had Vlasic pickle jokes as your on your bingo card.
No.
No. I was just saying, it's a good point.
I've crossed off baseball jokes. Certain
Oh,
baseball
yeah.
jokes. I was able to get that.
Swing and a miss. Well, there's no joke about that one. That curveball is filthy. And he gets strikeout number 4. And it comes at the hands of Ratty, and the side is retired. We go to the bottom of the 3rd. 3-0, RCSJ. In life, the road ahead is full of possibilities, but to navigate it safely, you need the right skills. Harper Driving School is the premier driving school serving Gloucester, Salem, and Camden counties. With experienced instructors, many of whom are teachers in local schools, we are dedicated to your success and will help you master the road with confidence. With an over 95% success rate of students passing their road test on their first try, you know your student will be in good hands while embarking on a huge step of their young adult lives, all while avoiding the lines at the DMV and getting insurance discounts.
We chose Harper, and so should you.
Bottom of the third inning. Roadrunners have scored in every inning so far, and all of it has been with the long ball. 2-run home run by D'Alessandro, solo shot by Hoffman, as that's a floater to right. Got good contact on it and a good barrel, but Doolin flies out, and there is one away.
Next up for your Roadrunners, number 28, Max Alessandro.
So now you got the Alessandro again. He's already struck lightning twice just today. Got a good piece of it, but it's foul. By the way, with the Brookdale and RCSJ Game 1 having over 1,000 views on YouTube, that is our most popular collegiate broadcast at any point. We thank you for your support. We are only 19 subscribers away from 2,000. As there's a fly ball to right. It's caught.
Next up for your Roadrunners, number 7, Ernie Polanco.
So back-to-back flyouts to right bring up Polanco. Strike called. 0-1. So Northampton seems to be back in a little bit of a groove after a couple hiccups, and now it's 0-2. Now they shouldn't have to worry at all about getting this game being official. It looks pretty good. Right now it looks pretty good. Bottom of the third. Started at 5:45, less than 45 minutes in, and you're already three innings through. These guys have gone with good pace. Swing and a miss, and a 1-2-3 inning for Northampton. We'll go to the top of the fourth. Spartans trail 3-0. Top of the fourth inning here from RCSJ. Ruiz, Farino, and Bieto. 3, 4, and 5. Cream of the crop of this Northampton order. Oh, 1 is outside, 1-1. Ripped foul. 1-2.
Let's see it. One more.
That one goes out to second base. And it's in time. 1 away.
First bat, number 20, Rob Farino.
Here is Farino now. He singled in his first at-bat. Base is empty, 1 away. High chopper over the middle. That's stopped. No, he corrals it with his glove, but ends up dropping it. It's a base hit. Farino, 2 for 2.
Next up, number 32, Luis Vieto.
No doubt in my mind that's a base hit. And here's Vieto. Would have been an excellent ground out if he made the play, but no way that should be scored an error, so luckily they made the right call. That one misses, 1-0. That one is down. And it's 2-0. Swinging at that one, fouled behind us. Jams this one on a high curveball on the right. Mastero's there straight away, and he makes the catch. 2 down. Now here is Casso.
Next up, number 12, Gabriel Casso.
Come on, Pat.
One 1-0. One ball, no strikes.
I know.
2-0. Casso grounded out to second his first time. Strike called. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 away. Northampton with 3 hits. 1 in the first, 1 in the third, and now 1 in the fourth. That's up, 3-1. If the inning continues after this, Brody Hinkle will be next. Whoa, that's foul.
Netting there for a reason.
I know there's netting, Vince. I know there is. You don't need to remind me of that. I'm very easily startled. Somebody could come around the corner and I wouldn't see them and I'd jump out of my
I did that
skin.
to you before.
Yes, you did. I'm very easily startled. 3-2. Ball 4. Oof. As tough as you can get. Now here's Hinkle.
Next up, Number 30, Brody Hinkle.
Don't forget, tomorrow we're going to be in the same town but with a different jurisdiction. Tune in for the semifinal round of the NJCAA softball tournament for the Groups 3 and 4 division. It's Atlantic Tech versus Gloucester Tech, ACIT versus GCIT, 4 p.m. tomorrow from Sewell. 1-0. And with every ball, this crowd's going to groan a little more. And it's 1-0. Strike called, 1-1. That one is down. And it's 2-1. And now a mound visit here with RCSJ's pitching coach and the lefty Tanny. So out there with pitching coach Greg Chu. Sun getting covered up by clouds a little bit. 6:37 here from Sewell. 73 degrees, starting to cool down a little bit. It was 75 at its highest. Really not a lot of wind at all. That'll be a mound visit charged against RCSJ. Here's Brody Hinkle now. 2 on, 2 out. A quick ground out and a single and a fly out to right and then a walk with the count full. Makes things a little different here. 2-1. Popped up right field side and foul. It's 2-2. Oh, almost hit somebody in the grandstands.
The guy caught.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 3-0 RCSJ. Line drive into right field. Mastaro is there. He drops to a knee and makes the catch. Side retired. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Northampton leaves 2 runners on, and we go to a 3-0 lead.
Tommy D's Home Design Center has opened a second location on Creek Road in Belmar, operating in Philadelphia for over 25 years and now expanding into South Jersey. Tommy D's is the place to go for kitchen cabinets, countertops, and cabinet accessories, heavily discounted compared to big box retailers. Stop in, take a seat, and watch as our experienced kitchen designer makes the kitchen of your dreams right in front of you. Tommy D's is the best in the business for quality kitchen countertops and cabinets that fit all budgets. Call us today at 856-210-9504 or visit the new location in person on the corner of Creek Road and Harding Avenue in Belmar next to the 42 on-ramp.
Hoffman coming up here in the bottom of the fourth, who homered in the bottom of the second. Hoffman, Martinez, and Hernandez, batting in the bottom of the fourth. This broadcast is brought to you by Garden State Pet Center. Keep your pet happy and healthy today with the most organic food products available in South Jersey. Visit 7 days a week at 226 South Whitehorse Pike in Audubon. Wow. 2-1. 3-1.
Yeah.
3-2. And that is ball 4. Hoffman takes and gets himself on
Next
board
up
for
your
both at bats
Roadrunners,
tonight.
Number 14, Angel Martinez.
Little tapper up the line. That's nobody's going to get there, and everybody's safe. Bunt single for Martinez.
Next up
And a
for your
walk and a
Roadrunners, number
pitch
9,
later gets a
Eddie
bunt.
Hernandez.
Here's Eddie Hernandez. He bunts again. This time makes contact, but it is foul. 0-1.
Come on, Eddie.
That's a bunt. No. Said it's in the box. And they'll call a foul ball there. 0-2 now. Now Rob Valley's coming out. Oh, I thought it was going to be to contest something, but no, it is just to bring his runners in, including his batter and on deck circle, to just go over the plan here.
Oh, just kidding. We have a queue now, and we've got a big queue. Go! Yeah, I've got like 30 stuff. We are not playing this week. I don't know what it is.
3-0 RCSJ. 2 on, nobody out, and a 0-2 count to the number 8 hitter, Eddie Hernandez. RJ Mastero, the right fielder, on deck. 0-2. That one's down. Swinging a foul tip. And he is retired. 1 away. Strikeout number 3 for Northampton, and there's 1 away.
22, RJ Mastero.
Come on, RJ! Let's go!
That one is hit by Mastero out to left field, and that ball is gone. 3-run home run, RJ Mastero. And he has given Northampton a lot on their shoulders. And it's 6-0. RCSJ, loose as can be. They're loving it. Unbelievable.
Next up for your Roadrunners, number 33.
From the 9 spot.
Gagnon.
And we were talking about how, well, first of all, I think we're going to have a pitching change here. And yes, we will. Lefty's coming in. Let's take a look at that home run replay for RJ Mastero. That one is hit by Mastero out to left field, and that ball is gone. 3-run home run, RJ Mastero. And he has given. Yeah. So Ben Mostoski is out here in the bottom of the 4th after a 3-run shot by RJ Mastero. And a line drive into left by Degnan.
Next up for your Roadrunners, number 25, Joe Spacavento.
So here's Spacavento after the base hit by Degnan. 7 hits against the Spartans as Mason Scarlat, or Cigarlat, out of 44 PA in Wyoming Valley West. Some funky town names in Pennsylvania. 44, bird in hand, a lot of them. Fouled back, 0-1. Spacavella grounded out to second his first time. He replaced Juan Peralta, who had to be replaced due to injury, as that one is going to get him down to second base on the wild pitch, and it's 1-1 now. Scarlat, in his last appearance versus Salem Community College, gave up 3 hits, 3 walks, 1 walk, and 3 earned runs. This one is over the head of Ruiz in the left center field. Coming around third, on his heels is Degnan. RBI single off the bat of Spacavento, and it's 7-0.
Next up for your Roadrunners, number 6, Caden Doolin.
And here's Doolin.
Come on, Kaden!
For Scarlat this year, 3.6 ERA in 10 appearances. That's a base hit to the right side. The hits keep on coming. And a knock to right. Northampton is in a
Next
big
up for
pickle
your
here.
Roadrunners, number 28,
Here's Max D'Alessandro.
D'Alessandro.
So 3.6 ERA, 10 appearances, 4 starts, 30 innings pitched, 14 walks and 34 strikeouts. 1 away and 2 runners on with 5 hits in this inning alone. First pitch to D'Alessandro is down 1-0.
Bye, Max.
That slider is what got you in trouble last time with Max, so I don't know if I'd do that where it was. If you lift that a little higher, that ball's headed over the scoreboard again. Strike. 1-1.
Come on, Max. You got it.
Line drive. That goes into center field. That's another hit. Coming around third, Degnan's going to try to come in and score. The throw to the plate's going to be close, but he's safe. Rather, Spacovento comes in, and he gets the RBI. 4 straight singles, and it is 8-0. This is unbelievable. Now he's coming out. The good thing is for Northampton, and I don't think we really made as much of a comment on this as we should have, but there's a good likelihood that the at-large bid, which is for whoever doesn't win their tournament, I believe that at-large bid has a good chance of going to Northampton. And it's not a guarantee. It's not even a majority. It's decided by committee. But that'll be it for Scarland. And we'll have another pitching change. 1 out in the bottom of the 4th. RCSJ explodes for 5. 8-0. Ninth batter of the inning is up. 5 runs across for RCSJ, and believe it or not, there's only 1 out on the board. That's where I think Northampton is kind of getting a relief off their shoulders. But that's still not good enough because, oh, here we go. Tapper over the middle. They're going to get 1, and they're going to get 2. So we'll talk about that at a later time. 5 runs across, and it ends in a screeching halt. 8-0 after 4 from Sewell. Tommy D's Home Design Center has opened a second location on Creek Road in Belmar, operating in Philadelphia for over 25 years and now expanding into South Jersey. Tommy D's is the place to go for kitchen cabinets, countertops, and cabinet accessories, heavily discounted compared to big box retailers. Stop in, take a seat, and watch as our experienced kitchen designer makes the kitchen of your dreams right in front of you. Tommy D's is the best in the business for quality kitchen countertops and cabinets that fit all budgets. Call us today at 856-210-9504 or visit the new location in person on the corner of Creek Road and Harding Avenue in Belmar next to the 42 on-ramp. top of the 5th inning. Barroso, Smell, and Cummings, 8-9-1. New pitcher for the Roadrunners, Enzo Descalzi. 9 appearances. There's a strike right down the pipe. 9 appearances, 2-0 record, 1 save, 16 innings, and a 2.25 ERA with 18 strikeouts. And we forgot to mention, there was a pitching change for Cumberland. A new pitcher from Hummelstown, freshman Ellis Snow, came in for the Spartans, and it's 1-1. Barroso struck out his first time, and so did the man after him, Smell. Outside 2-1. It's time for DWB Trivia Time. Today's question is, which Major League Baseball player has the most hits out of the state of New Jersey? As there's a base hit in the left field. Speaking of hits, right? Base hit by Barroso. The options are A, Todd Frazier, B, Derek Jeter, C, Eric Karros, or D, Mike Trout. The answer will be revealed in the bottom of the 4th inning.
John Smale.
After the base hit by Barroso, 4th hit for Northampton. 1-0. And yes, that is just for players that were born in New Jersey. Yes, Derek Jeter grew up in Michigan. Eric Karros grew up in California. But Mike Trout and Todd Frazier are all Jersey guys. Todd Frazier out of Toms River. Mike Trout out of Millville. About 20 minutes south of here. 2-0 count. There's a strike called to Smale, who struck out looking his first time. The RCSJ pitching staff as a whole has 4 strikeouts on the night. 2-1. Line drive. This could be 2. Spins around for 1. Oh, he got pulled off the bag. Now the throw back to first is high. Gets away, and they're going to just hold it first for the 1 runner.
Next up, number 7, Braden Cummins.
Now here's Braden Cummins.
Oh, that's the game of 32. With his last name,
First pitch is a strike. 0-1. This broadcast is brought to you by Tommy D's Home Improvement. Make your dream kitchen come true today with wholesale kitchen cabinets and countertops at heavily discounted rates. Visit today at 612 Creek Road in Belmar next to the 42 on-ramp. That one's outside, 1-1. One ball, 1 strike. Runner on first and 1 down. Outside, 2-1. Cummins, 1 for 2. Ground out and a single. But on that single, he was out trying to advance to second, got in a pickle, and ended the inning because of it. Fouled back towards the left side. And it's 2-2. Outside. Hey, he set up outside, he framed outside, and it was called outside. You can't ask for much more than that. It's 3-2. No runs on 4 hits for Northampton. No errors in the field for either team. RCSJ with 8 runs on 10 hits. Pokes that one the other way. That's going to drop, and it's a foul ball. Oof. That was close. And it's 3-2 now. And probably the people that have the best angle on it is the Northampton dugout. Throw back to first, not in time. 3-2 after the throw over to first now. that you?
Throw away all this stuff.
Okay. Somebody's alarm was going off.
I had to call.
Full count. Now he pokes this one the other way. A perfect example of a hit and run. That one goes into left field. Now the runner going down to 30 is safe, and runners are on the corners. So Brendan Cummings gets a great job of getting that one down on a hit and run.
Number 11.
That moves Smale to third. Now for Ratty. Ratty 0 for 1. One out, runners on the corner. Still a chance to turn a double play at multiple different stations. He'll get down to second now. So he gets in there, uncontested. One-0. That's a line drive off of, it hit off the rosin bag and goes into center field. And now 2 runs are gonna score as that throw gets away. He dives to save it. And it's a 2-run single to put the Spartans on the board. Ratty gets it done.
Number 15.
And it's 8-2. And here is Ruiz. You want this back? So 2 runs scored on the knock by Ratty, and here is Ruiz. That one's lined in the left, and there's a base hit. And Northampton is trying to make this comeback a reality. Because think about it right now, where Northampton is at, they need to come back, score those 6 runs to tie the game, and then some, because they've got to take the lead.
Next up, number 20.
And they've got to hold them off until sunset, which is in about an hour. So regardless of whether that's 5 innings, 6 innings, 7 innings, and now the pitching coach is coming out here. Greg Chu making an appearance. Talking to his man who's having a little struggles here. Versus Enzo Descalzi. As we said, 2.25 ERA out of Cumberland Tech, home in Vineland. That's what some people are frustrated about here, is that you've got just over an hour of daylight left. Now the Northampton dugout giving a little chirp in here.
Trying to take as much time as possible.
So the second pitching visit charged against RCSJ. Like I said, baseball is a game of mind games, and when you know you only have so much time left, you're going to do what you can. You're going to do what you can to have something play in your favor. That's just how it is. Swing and a miss, 0-1. Because right now RCSJ is in the driver's seat. If they lose enough daylight, well, then they win. Well, regardless of the score, if they can't complete the official game, then RCSJ wins anyway, and they get the automatic bid because they're the higher seed. The only way that Northampton is guaranteed in without trying to pray for an at-large is if they come back and win it. Regardless of, like I said, it could go 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9 innings. But you've got about an hour left to get it done. Oh, 2. Time called. It's 0-2. They counted an offensive conference against Northampton. Interesting. Outside, 1-2. Northampton with 2 runs on 7 hits, 1 away.
Hitting for a 6-4-3.
And every batter that's batted so far in this inning has gotten on base, whether it's with a single or a double or a fielder's choice. Nobody has just gotten straight out. Oh, this is going to roll back fair! Or it was about to. We've seen that a couple times before where the ball looks like it's going to go foul and it just takes a hard left and goes fair. And they were right on that, but they picked it up while it was still foul. And now here comes the sun again. Should have brought my sunglasses. They're back in the car. One, two. Swing and a miss. 2 outs, and here is Bieto.
Next up, number 23, Luis Vieto.
He is 0 for 2 tonight as Northampton, he homered. He was the 1 homer for Northampton in the 20-9 loss. And now he cranks this one out towards center field. Is he going to have another one? He will not. His body language said it was gone, but the ball said that he was gone. We go to the bottom of the 5th, 8-2, RCSJ. But they do get 2 back. Garden State Pet Center is an independently owned full-service pet store. Our specialty is promoting companionship between people and animals by providing the healthiest product choices available, including all-natural foods, supplements that support and relieve health issues, and innovative products for pet parents. Our goal is to provide our customers with a relaxing environment, and while we're not striving to be the biggest store on the East Coast, we're striving to be the best. No other pet store will make you feel at home like we do. At Garden State Pet Center, we view pets as members of the family. We don't believe in fast, high-pressure sales, but instead matching up the right pet with the right owners, as you are making a lifelong commitment. Together with our team members, we would like your visit to our store to be both enjoyable and educational. Simply drop in and take a look around. View the birds, reptiles, small animals, toys, food, cages, and miscellaneous items. Learn of the services we have to offer and decide for yourself if this is the store you'd like to call your home away from home.
Victor Santucci, owner of Garden State Pet Center. Visit us today at 226 South Whitehorse Pike in Audubon, New Jersey. We're open 7 days a week for all of your pets' needs.
First pitch by Hoffman popped up. First base side, and it's called for and caught. 1 away. So 1 pitch, 1 out.
For your Roadrunners, number 14, Angel Martinez.
With 1 away here in the bottom of the 5th, it's time for DWB Trivia Time. Today's question is, who has the most career home runs, out of any player, out of which MLB player born in the state of New Jersey? Is it A, Todd Frazier, B, Derek Jeter, C, Eric Karros, or D, Mike Trout? As this one's floated down the left field line, and it will drop. Vince, you got a guess on this one?
I'm going with Trout on this.
All right, well, let's take a look. And it is Mike Trout, yes. Now, he only eclipsed that milestone in the last couple of years, but perennial MVP candidate and always a big threat. But what's even better is that he was not only born in Jersey, but raised in Jersey, went to high school in Jersey, drafted out of high school.
Unfortunately, he plays for the Angels, so.
Yeah. I mean, hey, they haven't been doing too bad nowadays. They just haven't had any success in the playoffs. And, Mike Trout, generational talent, but only one playoff series in his entire career from 2011 to now. He's been in the league for 13 years. If he was on a team like even Washington, who had Bryce Harper, they had playoff success. They were in the first round a couple of times. 2019 won the World Series basically through the power of friendship. And they did it all. 2 balls, 1 strike to Martinez as that ball got away. Martinez singled and scored in the third as a part of that, or in the fourth rather, as part of that 5-run outburst. Swinging for the fences like he was in game 1, but it's a foul ball and it's 2-2. Northampton brought 7 men to the plate and scored 2 in the top half of the 5th. But like I said, those 4 options are players that were actually born in Jersey. It doesn't mean that they went to high school there. But of course, South Jersey has their fair share of stars outside of Trout. You got Andrew Bailey of PVI. Oral Hershiser went to Cherry Hill East. Sean Doolittle went to Shawnee High School, but was not born in Jersey. He was born in South Dakota. Has a pop-up. That one's going foul. And it's 2-2. Martinez to be followed by Eddie Hernandez. (8-2) Roadrunners over the Spartans here in the bottom of the 5th inning. You're watching coverage of the NJCAA Region 19 final here on Dan Wilkins Broadcasting, as that one is outside, 3-2. Ball 4. Martinez works the walk.
Next up for your Roadrunners, number 9,
This brings up Eddie Hernandez now. Hernandez, 1 for 2 with a single and a strikeout. Strike right down the pipe. Maybe a little bit low, but made it work. Popped up over towards second base. And it's caught. 2 away.
Next up for your Roadrunners, number 22, RJ Massaro.
Here's Mastero, cranked a 3-run home run in the 4th to really put the offense in high gear for RCSJ. A really interesting story for a Division III school by the name of Birmingham Southern. They just advanced to the Division III Super Regionals in Lexington, and they won the game by a score of 5-2. And advancing to the regionals, they are playing for Birmingham Southern, a school that is permanently closing down on May 31st. That one's inside. So if they advance to the D3 College World Series, they will be playing for a school, Birmingham Southern. They will be playing for a school that no longer exists. Really interesting story for Birmingham Southern, and big, send-off. Inside, ball 4. A lot of walks in these 2 championship games, and Mastero gets it up for Gavin Degnan. Degnan lined out to left his first time, got into a fielder's choice in his second at-bat, and singled in his third. So we are already, even though we're in the bottom of the 5th, in his 4th at-bat. Now, we will say that this game is official, and you've got about 50 minutes to spare, and that one got him in the back. Now the bases are loaded as
Coming up to
Degnan
bat
gets
for your
drilled
Roadrunners,
in
number
the first pitch.
25, Joe Spacavento.
Here's Spacavento.
Come on, Joe.
Bases loaded. Two outs. Bases loaded. First pitch, a high and away. But the first pitch drill for Degnan can't feel good with a fastball on the shoulder blade. Spacavento is singled in the fourth as a part of that 9-batter, 5-run barrage.
Good eye, good eye.
That one misses,
Come on, Stack, you got this.
and it's 2-0. On deck with 2 outs is Doolin, who is 1 for 3 tonight. 10 hits and 8 runs for the Roadrunners. Line shot out to first, and that will get him out of the jam. Bases loaded, and they leave him loaded. We go to the top of the 6th. Northampton, they've been starting to get the gears turning, but they need to kick it into high gear right here. 8-2 going to the 6th. In life, the road ahead is full of possibilities, but to navigate it safely, you need the right skills. Harper Driving School is the premier driving school serving Gloucester, Salem, and Camden counties. With experienced instructors, many of whom are teachers in local schools, we are dedicated to your success and will help you master the road with confidence. With an over 95% success rate of students passing their road test on their first try, you know your student will be in good hands while embarking on a huge step of their young adult lives, all while avoiding the lines at the DMV and getting insurance discounts.
We chose Harper, and so should you.
Top of the 6th inning, 8-2 RCSJ. Casso, Hinkle, and Barossa. This one's hit well out towards center field, playable. And there's one away.
Next up, number 30, Brody Hinkle.
Still Enzo working hard here for the Roadrunners. And that one misses. Descalzi, as we said, went into this game with a 2.25 ERA. He's responsible for the 2 runs allowed in the prior frame, but there's a line drive. That's a base hit in the left. Hinkle gets aboard. And here is Barossa.
Next up,
Barossa 1 for 2.
Manuel Barroso.
Strike 1. There's a line drive. This could be 2. He ducks down for 1. On to first. He got him.
Oh, he held.
He tagged the bag. So a quick top of the 6th, and they're saying that he corralled himself to get back on the bag in time. We go to the bottom of the 6th, 8-2. Northampton needs an answer fast.
Tommy D's Home Design Center has opened a second location on Creek Road in Belmar, operating in Philadelphia for over 25 years and now expanding into South Jersey. Tommy D's is the place to go for kitchen cabinets, countertops, and cabinet accessories, heavily discounted compared to big box retailers. Stop in, take a seat, and watch as our experienced kitchen designer makes the kitchen of your dreams right in front of you. Tommy D's is the best in the business for quality kitchen countertops and cabinets that fit all budgets. Call us today at 856-210-9504 or visit the new location in person on the corner of Creek Road and Harding Avenue in Belmar next to the 42 on-ramp.
And welcome back to the bottom of the 6th here on Dan Wilkins Broadcasting. NJCAA Region 19, the championship is right here. Do or die. Whoever wins tonight is moving on, and whoever loses is potentially going home. (1-0). Like we've said, in the list of scenarios that could happen if this game is not completed, which it likely won't be, the list of scenarios kind of favors RCSJ 2-1, if you think about it. There's a foul ball over our heads. But if you think about it, I should say that the first scenario is already out of the window because it is an official game. The only way that it would happen is if Northampton and RCSJ were tied. But that would need exactly 6 runs, not a penny less, not a penny more. 3-1. But that's the thing that's going on here, is that if the game is tied, then you can't decide a winner, and RCSJ would get the tiebreaker because they are the higher seed. 3-1, chopped foul over towards third. And if RCSJ wins outright, you know, game ends in like top of the 7th inning, something like that. If that's what happens, then they will win outright. And Northampton, strike 3. Doolin goes down on strikes, and there is one away. Considering a lot of the lenient calls we've seen for RCSJ tonight, I feel like that was kind of due. Here is D'Alessandro. He homered for his 18th homer of the season in his first at-bat. He had number 17 in game 1 of this triple-header versus Brookdale. And he's swinging like he wants home run number 19. That's foul. 0-1. Foul back.
Come on, you got it, you got it. You got it, Max, come on.
Oh, 2. Outside. That's 1-2. Little tapper foul, and it's 1-2. swing and a miss. Now the runner's got to get down to first base. The ball got all the way back to the dugout. That'll be a strikeout wild pitch as the Alessandro will reach.
Next up for your Roadrunners, we've got number 7, Ernie Polanco.
So the strikeout wild pitch brings up Polanco. Liner foul. Oh, won the count. Right now it's 7:28. You can see the sun down in the left field corner. Probably not good for my camera to point at it, but what do I know? 0-2. But you've got maybe about an hour of daylight left, because remember, the sunset just means the sun goes over the horizon. You still have that after effect where, like, it's still reflecting a little bit of light and enough to see, but not enough to really play for much longer. No. Wow. I mean, I love the umpires. I will preface that by saying I love the umpires. John Gallente, I know you might be watching this. I love the umpires, but I feel like that should have been a strike. There's a grounder. This could be 2. But it actually works out perfectly, because instead of getting strike 3, it ends up being a double play and they get out of the inning faster. Gives them a little bit, buys them a little more time to get back on the board. So it's 8-2 after 6 here in Sewell.
Garden State Pet Center is an independently owned full-service pet store. Our specialty is promoting companionship between people and animals by providing the healthiest product choices available, including all-natural foods, supplements that support and relieve health issues, and innovative products for pet parents. Our goal is to provide our customers with a relaxing environment, and while we're not striving to be the biggest store on the East Coast, we're striving to be the best. No other pet store will make you feel at home like we do. At Garden State Pet Center, we view pets as members of the family. We don't believe in fast, high-pressure sales, but instead matching up the right pet with the right owners, as you are making a lifelong commitment. Together with our team members, we would like your visit to our store to be both enjoyable and educational. Simply drop in and take a look around. View the birds, reptiles, small animals, toys, food, cages, and miscellaneous items. Learn of the services we have to offer and decide for yourself if this is the store you'd like to call your home away from home.
Victor Santucci, owner of Garden State Pet Center. Visit us today at 226 South Whitehorse Pike in Audubon, New Jersey. We're open 7 days a week for all of your pets' needs.
Top of the 7th here from Sewell. It'll be Smale, Cummings, and Ratty. 9-1-2 for the Spartans here in the top of the 7th. 8-2 RCSJ. Strike called, 0-1. Don't forget, tune in tomorrow at 4 o'clock. We'll be in the same town, just not here. We'll be going to Sewell for the semifinal round of the NJCAA Groups 3 and 4 softball tournament between ACIT and GCIT. 4 o'clock on Monday. There's a ground ball in time.
Next up, number 7,
Exactly.
Brayden Cummings.
It's a shame I got to go back to school tomorrow, else I'd stay over at my cousin's place in Pittman overnight. Smale grounds out, and there's one away. Outside. 1-0. Tuesday at 4 o'clock will be a rematch for Audubon as they look to tune up before the playoffs between Haddon Heights and the Green Wave. There's a strike. 1-1. That'll be a 4 o'clock start from the Hank Greenberg Field. It'll be their third appearance against each other this year. The Power Points today closed for NJ High School baseball and softball at noon as there's a foul ball. 1-2. Wednesday the 22nd will be the first round of non-public baseball. When we find out what the brackets are tomorrow, we'll let you know where we're going. Same applies for Thursday the 23rd as we go into Memorial Day weekend with the first round of public play baseball. Line drive, left center field, there's a base hit. And Cummings, the tied for first in the nation with stolen bases with 45, gets aboard. And now Rob Valley coming out for a mound visit here. There is an arm warming up in the RCSJ bullpen. They will call to the right-hander. And Enzo is out in the top of the 6th with one away. We'll have a DWB pitching change here in the top of the 6th, 8-2 RCSJ. Doug King coming in here with a runner on and one away for Brandon Ratty. First pitch. Somebody in the dugout said one pitch away, and guess what? He got his wish. How about that? These guys have been turning double plays like there's no tomorrow. Both teams have. We go to the bottom of the 7th, stretch time. This game's going further along than I thought we would. It's 8-2. Bottom of the 7th, there really should be more teams that do a 7th inning stretch over the loudspeakers, especially at this level. Get the people engaged with the game. It's tradition. One 0. Only took Doug King one pitch to get out of the top of the 7th. Hoffman, Martinez, and Eddie Hernandez. 6, 7, and 8 for the Roadrunners as they're going to try to get some insurance, and they've got a good one right there with a double in the left center field gap. Here goes Hoffman, trucking it down to second base, picked up in the throw down, not in time. Leadoff double for Hoffman.
Number 14, Angel Martinez.
Here's Martinez. Oh, here's a bunt.
Oh, no way.
Martinez is going to let that one roll, and it's foul. RCSJ asked how much, and the umpire said about that much. Not much at all. That bunt is perfectly placed. It gets the job done. He's out, but it does move the runner over.
Next up, number 9, Eddie Hernandez.
That one is smoked out to left, and that's going to drop for a base hit. Run scores, Hoffman, and an RBI single by Eddie Hernandez makes it 9-2.
Number 22, RJ Massaro.
Come on, RJ.
Bunt, back to the mound. Third to first is in time, got 2 away.
Next up for your Roadrunners, number 33, Gavin Degnan.
So the second sacrifice bunt of the inning. Degnan takes low.
Come on, Gav.
Bus is running behind us. That one is hit well out towards left by Degnan. It is caught on a leap at left, and the side is retired. We go to the 8th. RCSJ adds another, and their first since the 4th. A little insurance to get them rolling. 9-2. All right, top of the 8th inning. Northampton has a lot of work to do to get back in contention. 3, 4, and 5. There's a strike to Ruiz. 0-1. Grounds this one sharply out towards short, and Ruiz will be retired there. And a nice scoop by Scavento, and there's one away.
Next up, number 20, Rob Farino.
Foul back. No balls, 1 strike. Ooh. Got a good ride into that one in the right center field. Going over, and Mascaro makes a rolling catch. Nice play in right field, 2 away. So Farino is retired, and here's Beato. Popped up. Oh, 2, and yes, strike 3. We got him. And after the entire day, we were asking ourselves if they were going to get all 3 games in. We're 3 outs away from doing it. We go to the bottom of the 8th, 9-2. Bottom of the 8th. what could be RCSJ's last appearance at the dish in a 27-inning day. I mean, this game is flying by. Started at 5:45, just a hair over 2 hours. I mean, in Gen Z terms, they understood the assignment. There's a fly ball in the left center field, and it's off the wall. And I'll tell you who else understood the assignment. Spakaventa, leadoff double. And he gets the party started.
Number 6, Caden Doran.
It's Spakaventa. One 0. That was weird. They looked to go behind the plate, and then they threw back to second. Three-0. And that is ball 4. So Doolin walks and is brings
Next
up
up for your
D'Alessandro.
Roadrunners, number 28, Max D'Alessandro.
D'Alessandro, who hit a home run, now bunts down the third base line, picked up by Snow. Throw to first is not in time, and a bunt single loads the bases. That moves Spakaventa to third, Doolin to second, and D'Alessandro to first on the 14th hit of the night. Here's Polanco now. One 0. Line drive almost drilled Ella Snow, and that's going to be a base hit. 1 run scores. That'll be 10. Throw to the plate is cut off. Not in time. 2-run single for Eddie Polanco. And after grounding into 2 double plays, that is certainly a good replacement.
Now batting for your
If he gets a
Roadrunners,
base
number
hit.
10, Wyatt Hoffman.
Scoring Spakaventa and Doolin, and it's 11-2. Now a bunt, and with outside to umpire dropped his notepad. They were asking if he went around, and first base said no. 11-2 Roadrunners here in the bottom of the 8th inning. As this is going to close out what will be a 27-inning day for me. As there's a bunt back to the mound. Throw to first is wide, but he does step on the bag in time. And there is one away. Moves both runners over into scoring position.
Roadrunners, number 14, Angel Martinez.
So Hoffman with a bunt. But right now, RCSJ is comfortable. They're up by 9. If you run out of daylight, so what? You're up by 9. Game is well past the official mark. And you move on to Auburn, New York. Northampton. What time is it? Oh, a ball came onto the field from the bullpen in right field. Got away from one of the catchers. Good catch there. Now to the lefty, Martinez. It was a single, a walk, and a sacked bunt in this one. Now in his 5th at-bat, infield playing in, popped way up and way out of play. And like I said, there is a very good possibility that even if Northampton loses this one, they're probably getting an at-large bid and getting in the tournament anyway. But you don't, here's the problem with that. You can't be content with that. You can't leave that up to chance. It's kind of like Florida State getting snubbed out of the college football playoffs, but they were pretty confident that they were going to get in. You can't be sure that you're going to get that at-large bid, because that's like a little bit arbitrary. It's by committee. There's a swing and a miss. So that kind of decision-making makes you a little bit nervous, because they might look at the fact that you lost by 11 in game 1, by 9 in game 2, and they say, well, are these guys worthy of getting in? That's a question that they're going to ask. And it could be, among other questions, a make-or-break factor deciding whether Northampton gets in or somebody from any of the other regionals going on this weekend, you know, Midwest, South Atlantic, or South Central, excuse me, Mid-Atlantic, all of the different ones around the country. Like, you've got to ask yourself if that's going to be for you. Cruz didn't find it. He lost it in the sun. Now the throw to the plate is not going to beat him. He's safe. So an unusual single by Angel Martinez gets a run home, and it is 12-2.
Now batting for your Roadrunners, number 9, Eddie Hernandez.
And in their first major outburst since the 4th, they've put up 3 runs in a huge insurance spot here. Fly ball out towards right. Going over. Runners tagged, or just the 1, and in fact now none. So 2 away. Here's Mastero. I thought at least somebody was going to tag on that one, but they did not.
Number 22, RJ Mastero.
I think where that sun is right now, you can see it's barely over the trees in left field. I think once that goes below the trees, I think they'll be done. There's not that much time left. Because we said 8:12 for the sunset. Yeah. Well, that's not an official clock. That's just an estimation of when the sun will be below the horizon. And if those trees weren't there, maybe you play a couple minutes longer. There's a base hit in center field. Runner's going to come around. Mastero's going to have another RBI, and he scores 13-2.
Now batting for your Roadrunners, number 33, Gavin Degnan.
Now here's Degnan. So I think Northampton knows that where they're at right now, you're down by 11 runs. Even if you hit 11 solo home runs, RCSJ is going to get a pitching change. You're running out of time. And I think they've effectively run out of time. You get a good look there in the Northampton dugout. A lot of faces down, but I mean, look, these guys were the number 2 seed in the tournament. They're a very good team, and that's going to be an error. Which now brings up the 10th batter of the inning. Here's Spacavento. He led off the inning with a double. And this is the second time tonight that RCSJ has put up 4 or more. They put up 5 in the 4th. Yeah, the sun is just over the horizon. So, I mean, those pine trees back there are thick. So when that goes down, this game probably ends as well. But it makes for a really nice sunset view over here. We'll turn down the iris a little bit. Really great look. 0-1. That one's hit in the right field for a base hit for Spacavento. This is going to bring home a run. This is going to bring home 2 runs. Throw to the plate is on a hop. It's not in time. And a 2-run single for Spacavento puts this game effectively out of reach with a 6th spot, and it's 15-2. And this game's over. It's over. And RCSJ, effectively, the reigning D3 national champions from last year, look like they'll be getting the automatic bid after losing to Northampton in the first game of the set, came back in the championship round and beat Northampton twice, something that many thought they couldn't do. I don't think there's a lot of people that thought that RCSJ could beat Northampton twice, considering they lost 11-4 in game one. You know, you look where we're at now, it's pretty funny where we're at. So they've probably not even got like 10 minutes left. But this is the 11th batter of the inning, Doolin. He walked in his first at-bat of the inning. But in total, this is his 12th at-bat of the doubleheader. Had 6 in game one in the 20-9 game, and then now is in his in his 6th of game two. Yeah, second this inning too. 1-1. Strike called, 1-2. He struck out, flew out, singled, struck out, and walked. So 2 strikeouts, 1 hit. He's 1 for 4 all told. But as we said, for these guys that have started in both doubleheader games, not even including the Brookdale game, they have batted 12 times. Grounder out towards first. It's snagged. He drops and now picks it up. And the side is retired. Looks like the sun is setting on not only the game, but on the opportunity for Northampton to have their trip to Auburn. We go to the top of the 9th, one last chance in a 15-2 game. Northampton having what will be their final hacks, because you look at that sun right over the horizon, and RCSJ is just trying to ride out the time right now. Casso, Hinkle, and Barroso, 6, 7, and 8, but this is a situation where the sun is now completely below the trees in left, and you've lost a good 30% of your daylight here, and there's no lights, so what happens, happens. 1-0. Chopped foul, 1-1. But it'll eventually be the umpire's decision. I mean, it's a 15-2 game. I think everybody knows, but not really anybody wants to admit it yet, especially the ones in the orange and white. But they have, look, to be fair, they've had an excellent tournament. Upsetting RCSJ in the first game was a big feat for them, but I think, again, the restructuring that we had after the rain on Saturday really didn't set anybody up for success.
Here it is.
And part of it, you know, RCSJ has played 27 innings today. 9 versus Brookdale and 18 versus Northampton. That is incredible for any team. Major League Baseball even cut down on doubleheaders now. Like they've got, or they used to have during the 21 season, they had 14-inning doubleheaders. They had 7 innings. Everybody thought that was preposterous, but imagine playing 27 innings over the span of 12 hours. Ball 4. And he walks. And this brings up Hinkle.
Now batting number 30, Brody Hinkle.
But for Northampton's sake, because it is still theoretically possible, you can't call the game on a technicality. These guys just have to ride it out until it no longer becomes safe for the players. Foul back, 0-1. Everyone goes into the street and into the parking lot. 0-1. I mean, the camera is also reflecting how dark it is. You know, it's,
I know.
There's a strike. But I think they're just holding out. The game started 15 minutes prior to what they expected. They expected a 6 o'clock start time, push it up to 5:45. But this time of game right now at 8:05, right now hanging around 2 hours, 20 minutes, which is the shortest of all 3 games we've had tonight. There's a swing and a miss, one away, and the runner does advance to second. So Casso advances, Hinkle strikes out, and here is Barroso.
Now batting, number 16, Manuel Barroso.
And not a double play situation either, as the runner advanced to second on the stolen base. If RCSJ wins, they would improve to, after 3 wins in a row in this single day, it would improve to 47-8. They would get an automatic bid for the NJCAA Division III World Series in Auburn, New York. And Northampton would have to wait and see if they get an at-large bid. So here's a fly ball down the right field line going over Mastero. He calls for it, and he makes the catch. 2 away, and we're down to the last call. We might complete this game after all. Yeah. By golly, I never would have thought we could do it, but here is Smale.
Now batting, number 1, John Smale.
And this is the situation that we're at right now where, like, you know, look at this. We've got RCSJ's dugout all hyped up. They're waiting for this. They've been waiting for this for a while. They didn't even know if they would play 2 games today. Because if they lost to Brookdale, their season was over. But instead of playing 9, they're playing 27. That one's down, 1-0. The darkness is pretty bad right now, but I would imagine that they're sticking this out for as long as they can handle it. 1-0. They just want to get this game done and no technicalities. I would imagine, just my personal thinking, that Northampton would get the at-large bid because they are a nationally ranked team. They were above Brookdale. They were 3rd nationally. Brookdale was 4th. RCSJ was 1st. As a 2-0 outside. So that's my line of thinking, is that considering how high up Northampton is, they would get the at-large bid, but we don't know that yet. We don't know for sure if that's what they're getting. 3-0 to Smale as the righty from Paulsboro, Doug King, looks to close this one out. There's a strike. King, one of the 5th-year seniors on that Paulsboro team. And the 3-1 from Doug to Smale is a line drive out to short. This could do it. And for the first time at their home field, the Roadrunners are advancing to Auburn. 15-2 dog pile season. And a Gatorade shower to top it all off. A standing ovation here at Sewell as the Roadrunners, your reigning champions from last year, steamroll their way to a win, a regional championship, and a chance to contend again. Congratulations to Rob Valley, Greg Chu, Brian Rowan, and all those excellent people over at RCSJ as a ground ball does it, as RCSJ puts up 35 runs in their 2 doubleheader games, and across all 3, 42 runs in 27 innings. We've been here since 8:30 this morning. It's 8:09, closing in on an 11-hour, 35-minute work day. Man, what a team this RCSJ this group is. You know, you've got D1 commits up and down the lineup. You've got Caden Doolan going to Pitt, Gavin Degnan going to Penn. Just so many guys, whether they're freshmen that don't know where they're going yet, these guys are excellent. And I think that it's going to do wonders for them over in Auburn, because they've been there before. They won the national championship, their first since 2013, and they're going to look to do it again. That will be all for us tonight here on Dan Wilkins Broadcasting. They might actually do an award ceremony, but we will record that and upload it to our YouTube channel, Dan Wilkins Broadcasting, after the game. From everybody here at DWB, our social media coordinators, Brandon DeKegerland and Keely Coran, our graphics crew, Gavin Vandrell, Caleb Land, and Liam Nolan, my wonderful producer, Vincent Folks, for sticking around for games 2 and 3. I'm Dan Wilkins. My throat is sore a little bit from 11 and a half hours of talking. I feel like I'm filibustering a bill in the Senate. But Northampton 2, RCSJ 15. Have a good one, folks.